Hi and welcome to our website, and thank you for jumping on to have a look around. We've got a great site. It's full of information, videos, tools, all the different things that we love to use here at Pauline's Quilt as well. All of the team that work with me and behind me, they are all very, very passionate quilters. They just love quilting like I do, and obviously you probably do too. And they're the designers of all of our patterns, so we do it all in store, so it's really great team to be working with. But I have been teaching around Australia and all over the country and the world for many, many years, and teaching thousands of quilters, and I find one of the most common problems is that so many people can't or don't want to quilt their own big quilts through their little domestic sewing machine. So I've come up with lots of ways to make our quilts quilt as you go, and I call it the new way of making quilts. So to introduce you to one of the first things I've come up with was my Quilt as you go handbook, and this takes you through everything from free motion quilting, lots of hints and tips on that. I take you through tensioning your machine so you have no problems with your free motion quilting. Also, it shows you how you should be able to turn any pattern you have into a quilt as you go quilt. Now, it's very, very easy. If we look at the quilt that we've got behind me here, this gorgeous bright quilt, whenever we do applique on our quilts, we always cut the fabric and sandwich the 3 layers together, and we quilt first before we do anything else. Then we do the applique, then we join our quilts together with all different styles of sashings. This one here is just a basic sashing, but we'll show you lots more in our videos that you can view online. When we get the whole quilt top constructed, we then quilt the borders separately before we join them to the quilt, and it makes it so much fun for anybody that wants to sit and quilt their own quilt. You can quilt with a walking foot, you can quilt free motion, that is entirely up to you, but the book takes you through doing all of that. It's been a really, really good bestseller, so it's very, very happy that you can come through and do lots and lots of different things working with the book. The other thing that I was struggling with was getting really nice straight strips of fabric folded and pressed so I could make creative sashings. So I designed the Sasha collection. Now, we have 17 different sizes in our range to date. This pack here has the most popular 10 in it. It ranges from 2.5 inches down to 1/8 of an inch. Now the 1/8 of an inch is fabulous for those that do like to do needle turn applique and want to make really fine stems and everything. We use it to make a lot of bias to trim our appliques. We have in this set 2 different sizes, the 1.25" and the 1 1/8" for folding your binding. You put your fabric through this slot, and then you press the sasha with the iron and it folds your binding for you. So it makes it really, really easy to do all of those tricky things. We have got different sets. We've done this setup, which are 3 of the sizes out of the original 10. This is we've designed up for anybody that just loves to do applique. We have the set of 4. This one I've put together for anybody that loves to do dressmaking, because we know a lot of quilters love to make garments for themselves. So this is fabulous for doing all your bias trims, all your belts, all your actual different sort of trims that you would put into your garments. The orange set, we've put this one together for anybody that just wanted to buy a collection for their different size bindings. So if you were going to be using the 1 1/8 inch sasha, like this one here, you would cut your fabric 2 1/4 inches wide, fold it in half, thread it into the sasha and push with the iron. If you cut your strips of for your binding 2.5, you would fold it in half and put it through the 1 1/4 inch sasha. We do, as I said before, we do have them packaged as single sets, so you can buy 17 different sizes singly, and going online and viewing our videos, which we're slowly putting different ones up for you, you can learn all the different things you can do with these tools. The other thing that I used to struggle with, and a lot of our customers struggle with, is cutting your fabric on the true bias to get really, really nice bias on tight curves. So I've designed the Sasha ruler, and in my videos you can see how we explain how you use this. So we have lots of great tools. As I said, we do all our own pattern designing in-house. We have Dance of the Butterfly. It's all quilt as you go. We have Rectangles Rock and Roll. It's also quilt as you go. And we have the gorgeous 9 Wise Owls. It's also quilt as you go. For the larger quilts, we've got the beautiful Evie's quilt. This is a fantastic sampler quilt where you can make each block and quilt it and then join it together. Then you'll quilt your borders, do the applique and join them on. We also have the fantastic Alphabet Zoo if you're wanting to make something for a gorgeous grandchild or a niece or a nephew. This is another beautiful quilt as you go quilt. And the very popular Ebby and Ivy. It's a fantastic quilt. Each block is quilted first, then you make your bias, you lay it down and you stitch it on, and then you sash it together with different size sashings. So that's our collection of patterns, and they're becoming very, very popular. But as we said, you can turn any regular pattern that has a sashing running through it in any form, you can turn it into a quilt as you go quilt. The other thing that we do sell online are supporting tools that we use. When we do all of our sashings and all of our appliques, we're always using the monopoly thread. Love this thread. We a lot of times have it in our bobbin and in the top of the machine together, or vice versa. We can have a regular thread in the top and this in the bobbin. It works brilliantly. And in my book I teach you how to tension it perfectly to any machine. We love the Roxanne glue basted. This is the new applicator that's been out for a little while now, but it's double-ended, so you've got a big end that does wide strips of gluing for you, and then there's the finer end for doing finer work. And also in our videos you'll see how to use that. And then of course we love to use the clover fork pins. These are so great for when you're piecing your blocks together to give yourself perfect points. They're also perfect for when we do quilt as you go. So we hope you have a look around on our site. We'd love you to put questions to us. We'd love you to look at our videos. And if you've got any requests, let us know. But enjoy and come back and join us in our quilt room so we can show you lots more.